In this session, we are going to discuss the digital control systems. The digital control systems are used to achieve the optimal performance, for example, in the form of maximum productivity, maximum profit, minimum cost, or the minimum energy uses. So the digital control system, it is useful for the various industrial plants and automations. So the reference input, that is obviously in a digital form, that is given to the digital computers. Then the digital output of the digital computer is given to the digital to analog converter. It converts to the analog output, so that is given to the actuators and then to the applied to the process to get the desired output. Whatever the output we are getting, that should be checked with the performance, that is compared to the input with the help of the feedback, and the sensors are there, and that is converted again into the digital form with the help of the analog to digital converter. So there is the command input R of t in a mathematical form. We are seeing that the error signal is generated, which is given to the analog to digital converter. Then that is applied to the plant. First of all, that is again converted into analog form, and then it is given to the plant. We are getting the specific output. Then with the help of the sensors, we are getting the feedback, and then the error signal is generated. The advantages of the digital computers are reduced cost. The digital control systems has the flexibility in the response to design the changes. It is immune to the noise. So noise immunity is the one of the benefit of the digital control systems. The digital control systems are more suitable for the modern control systems, but there are some disadvantages of the digital control systems also. From the tracking performance side, the analog control system exhibits the good performance than the digital control system. Digital control systems will introduce a delay in the loop, that is not in the analog, that is not in the digital, that is not in the analog control system. So there are the some several steps for the design of digital control systems. So first of all, while we are having the transfer function, that should be designed in the S domain, as well as it can be designed in the Z domain also. So in the S domain, that is the Laplace domain, we have already the controller, that is the d of S, and in the Z domain means a discrete transfer function, we are finding the G of Z transform. So in the S domain, we are having the Euler approximation and the difference equation, then the simulation, and finally the real time implementation is there. And in the digital control system with the Z domain, the root locus is used to find out the d of Z, and then the difference equation, then the simulation and real time implementation is done. The next is the digital control system, that the implementation with the various systems. So there is the specific system with the d of S, that is converted into the d of Z, and the zero order old is also present there. So here we have the above design works that will work very well if the sampling period t is sufficiently small. So there are some design consideration for the digital control systems. For the designing of the controllers, we have a various approximation methods which can convert the continuous controllers to the digital controllers. So these are the methods: Euler's method, trapezoidal method. So these methods can use to convert the continuous controller to the digital controller. So basically the forward approximation and backward approximation, these methods are used to design the controllers or to convert the controllers. So the sampling time should be close to 0, that is the main consideration. So this is the another design for the digital control system in a Z domain. So in this way, this is the design of the digital control systems and the various topics related to the digital control system. So thank you very much for watching this session.